Hey everybody, welcome back to Red Mug Music. I'm Brian. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good, actually. Having a really good day here. I want to start by congratulating Shannon Brooks again for winning the Women and Children First. As you can see, it's not back there anymore. Shannon, it's in the mail to you, and we had a lot of good participation. I appreciate everybody, but again, I just want to let you know, Shannon, it's on its way. And thank you very much. And soon we'll be having another one with Def Leppard, not Def Leppard. I'm jumping ahead with Led Zeppelin. I do that all the time. I'm going to be reviewing Led Zeppelin, and at the end, I'm going to be giving another album away. So hopefully everybody will stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and you'll be eligible for the subscriber giveaways. So anyway, what we're doing today is going to be a little different. It's a new segment that I thought of called Verses. And what Verses is I take two albums and they go head to head and review them both and decide which album is going to be the best between the two. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun, because I realized whenever I was doing the Van Halen albums that reviewing each album really helped me deep dive into what I was listening to and what I liked about it and what I didn't like about it and what I'm actually hearing. And I thought that was super fun. So this is just a chance for me to be able to do it again, but kind of jump across and do two different albums, maybe from two different artists. And today I decided I wanted to do Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses, and it will be going head to head with Hysteria by Def Leppard. Now, by no means do I think these two albums are anything alike. Just because they're in the rock genre, it doesn't mean that they're the same, because Guns N' Roses and Def Leppard are different. They're very different. And especially now that I've reviewed them both, I know they're different. They're extremely different. Both of these albums are exactly 12 tracks long, so I thought it would be fun to go track by track and have each track go head to head with each other. But that's not going to be the deciding factor, but I thought it'd be a lot of fun to do it that way. Now, to get started, both of these albums came out in 1987, which is really strange. I think Appetite for Destruction was a little bit ahead of its time. And I really don't feel like it should have come out until the 90s, like, early 90s, right before grunge happened. I think it would have even thrived during grunge. I think it would have been okay. Hysteria, however, probably maybe wouldn't have thrived during or after grunge. So it came out at the perfect time for it to be as successful as it was. Now, what I'm going to do is go album by album. So let's start with the first track on each album. The first one for Appetite for Destruction is Welcome to the Jungle, and it's going to go up against Women. Now, Welcome to the Jungle, great intro song, so much excitement and energy and build up is absolutely perfect. This song is just well done, including the solo by Slash. And this is absolutely the way to start an album. So perfect. And then you have Women with Hysteria. Now, Women, that's another great start with a very nice, clear, well-produced sound. The guitar in the chorus makes it. I love that. And the backing vocals is distinctly Def Leppard. The song is a little slow, especially for an opener. Knowing me, I like exciting songs to start with. It sounds to me like it'd be like a number 2 or number 3 song. And the bridge before the solo is great, and the solo itself is very nice. The second solo is more simple, but it works also. But really, between Welcome to the Jungle and Women, I'm gonna give it to Welcome to the Jungle. I think that's the better song. So let's get to number 2. It's so easy. Appetite for Destruction and Rocket from Hysteria. Now, It's So Easy may not be my choice of a number 2 song, but it works well. The verse is almost monotone, which actually makes the chorus that much better. I enjoy that sort of thing. And then the solo is very, very nice. And Slash's guitar style with that tone and that attitude is fantastic. Nothing too complex, just riffs and solo. And I love how Axl does his own backing vocals, and his own vocal range is phenomenal, being that he has like the range of like 6 octaves. That's phenomenal. This guy is a singer. And then you have Rocket. The explosion of voices gets your attention. And then the drum comes in beautifully, and then the guitar riff. And again, the production is fantastic, like I said before, and singing the chorus. And singing the chorus with very little instrumentation seems really different to me. I think that's very unique. But it worked out, and it seems like it would have been kind of chancy, but it was fine. Again, the backing vocals is a huge part of Def Leppard's distinct sound, and there's a long drum interlude with a splash of solo that surprises to keep your attention. Very chancy, but I think it was phenomenal. I really liked it. And I'm definitely going to give this one to Rocket. I think it was better. It's better than It's So Easy. Okay, track number 3 for Appetite for Destruction is Night Train. And for Hysteria is Animal. Now, Night Train, the start is great with 2 harmonizing guitars that play off of each other throughout this entire song. It sounds really good. Then you have the great vocals by Axl, especially at the end, I noticed. And drums are a huge part of the song. And the guitar is great. So just a really super good song. I love a song. And then Animal, this is basically a power ballad that writes itself. As great as the song is, there's nothing new here, to be honest, because I overrated Animal, and I went back and I was like really listening to it, and I had to kind of dial it back a little bit, because I'm like, this is actually a very simple song, but their production is fantastic. The chorus is really good, very nice bridge and a very nice solo, another well done song. Even though it's basic, they do it so good, and I'm actually going to give the edge to Animal here over Night Train. Then the 4th song is Out to Get Me, and that's going to go up against Love Bites. Out to Get Me, songs like this, even though I think that are really, really good, they seem like a filler to me. And there's more harmony with the guitars, but I think the chorus falls a little short. Really nothing special on this song. I mean, as good as it is, there's just nothing that really sticks out to me. Solo is short, and then the riffing for several measures, and just things that I noticed. I found the song just to be skippable. And then Love Bites, another slow ballad. The draw here is the arrangement, the musicianship. The vocals, the backing vocals, it's all just really good. And so that's what's going on here with Def Leppard. So I'm going to give the edge to Love Bites. I think it was a better track than Out to Get Me. Then number 5. Number 5 is Mr. Brownstone, and that's going to go up against Pour Some Sugar on Me. Now, that's going to be obvious. It's going to be Pour Some Sugar on Me. But my thoughts were, Mr. Brownstone had great guitar work in the beginning, and then 4-measure guitar phrasing before the first verse, and you get to the chorus pretty quick, which is fine because they utilize the bridge after that. And then next time they go from the bridge to the chorus, and it's this very interesting structure for this song. They flip-flop them, and then what sounds like to be dueling solos, but I'm not very sure. I didn't look it up to see who's playing solo on this. I know sometimes Slash will just change the tone and continue playing, and it won't be Izzy. So, this is the kind of guitarship and music that we need in today's music. We sorely miss this sort of thing. And again, like I said, Pour Some Sugar on Me. It's a great start, great riff. Then the singing starts without the music, and then the single guitar comes in with a very nice tone. I mean, they have nice tone too. I really love the guitar sound. Fantastic chorus. It's very nice having 2 guitars that give their song so much to listen to and pay attention to. So, I mean, my brain, the type that listens to this music, I listen to all those parts. I can hear it all. And it's so pleasing to hear the way they play off of each other. It's like first chair, second chair, and how the music was written. I really love that. Then we have track number 6, which is Paradise City, going up against Armageddon. Now this one's hard. This one's hard. Paradise City, everyone knows this song. It's just perfect from the beginning to the end. Very well made song. I wouldn't be upset if somebody wanted to rank us with like Hotel California. I know it's weird, but I just think Paradise City is that good of a song. There's nothing they could have done that was better. Everything, everything about it is just perfect. So, I mean, it may not be exactly Hotel California caliber, but man, it's high. And then you have Armageddon. Now, this could have been on Pyromania. When I listened to it, I'm like, I feel like it could have been on that album. It's one of the best choruses on the album. And I almost overranked it because it's so great, but it's so simple again. And the arrangements and production is what makes this album so good. And I really think that the solo really isn't the best. I was kind of surprised to hear a song like Armageddon have a solo that I'm like, could have been better, but it wasn't. And I love the muted guitar in the bridge and the build up back to the chorus. Armageddon, it's a great song, but the edge is going to go to Paradise City. It's definitely by a long shot better than Armageddon, even though Armageddon, it's like maybe one of the best songs, on this album. Then we have My Michelle going up against Gods of War. My Michelle, one of my favorites on here. It's a very nice change of pace song with a softer start, and then it gets right back into the heavy music. And I love how they do the chorus in double time tempo. And then this is the one song that you could put almost anywhere on the album and it would fit perfectly. It's a very versatile album, or song rather, sorry. And even the bridge continues with that double time that shows lots of energy in the back to normal time. It keeps your attention. The song was done really well. My Michelle was done really super well. And like I said, it's going up against Gods of War. It's got a very dramatic start. And with the bass and the drum kicks in, and then a great guitar sound with the riff and the triplets in it. Love that. I just love that. And I can't tell what that part is before the chorus is called. It's almost like their music has like two choruses. It's got like a first part of the chorus and then a second part of the chorus. I don't know if that's a bridge that's connecting the verse to the chorus. With them, they have a different kind of style of playing music, and I really appreciate it, but I can't identify it for some reason. I'm sure I could figure that out. Then the end is also dramatic to Gods of War. It could have been a great ending song for the album, but it actually transitions very well to Don't Shoot Shotgun, which I'll talk about in a minute. But I'm going to give this one to My Michelle. I think My Michelle is the better song between the two. And then the 8th track is Think About You, going up against Don't Shoot Shotgun, like I said. And sorry if I'm looking down. There's a lot of notes that I made. So these are my notes. I just had to write them down. There's no way I was going to remember all this stuff. Think About You. Here's a song that I think is good, but doesn't really grab my attention. I have my reservations about the acoustic guitar in the chorus also. And does it really fit? I mean, what do you think? What do you think about that acoustic guitar in the chorus on Think About You? Does it fit? Is it okay? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Now, wish the solo was longer and more expressive. And my favorite part is actually the last 25 seconds. This part was very well done. I really like this. And then, like I said, it's going up against Don't Shoot Shotgun. This is, to me, it just sounds like classic Def Leppard. But then another great transition from the song to Run Riot. So I don't know if you're noticing, but I'm noticing the transitions between songs, which I think is a really big deal. Now we go to song number 9, and it's going to be Sweet Child of Mine versus Run Riot. This is closer than you would think. Sweet Child of Mine, here's a song with an iconic intro by Slash that everybody wants to play. Even I know how to play this part, but everybody wants to play it. That's how good this riff is. That Gibson Les Paul tone is amazing. I mean, it's so amazing. I bought one. I bought a Gibson Les Paul. It's one of the best guitar sounds you can find, in my opinion. I love the Gibson Les Paul. Another fantastic song that couldn't be any better. They couldn't do any better. And the best chorus imaginable. And Axl is fantastic on the song. And the solo is gorgeous, with so much feeling and so many moves. And that, unfortunately, has to go up against Run Riot, which to me Run Riot has a really great intro. There's a lot of energy on this song in so many different parts of the song. This actually may be my favorite song on the album, Run Riot. Who would have thought? I mean, I've heard it and I've always enjoyed it, but I didn't realize that I liked it as much as I did. But unfortunately, or fortunately, however you're looking at it, Sweet Child of Mine is going to be much better than Run Riot. Even though I love Run Riot, Sweet Child of Mine is going to, win that battle between the two. And then the 10th song is going to be You're Crazy versus Hysteria. You're Crazy, very energetic, very fast paced. Love the riff and the explosive solo, great solo. It's the attitude that really makes that song great. That's really where it is, because I kept listening to it thinking, why do I like it? What's really happening here that'll make me just enjoy it? It sounds good, but it just got that energy and it's got that attitude. And then it's going up against Hysteria, another ballad. Def Leppard is known for these on this album. And like the rest of the songs on the album, just well done songs. But by now, listening to Hysteria, I'm thinking, Def Leppard is a really good band and very good musicians. And they're very creative, and they create a lot of nice sounds. I mean, very good backing vocals. I kind of think this type of music, playing Hysteria and Love Bites and ballads like that, I think are kind of beneath them. I really feel like they were better than that, even though they sounded fantastic. And don't get me wrong, these songs are great. I mean, Hysteria is one of my favorite albums, rock albums there is. That's why I'm doing this today. But I just feel like if they would have taken a different position, or kind of, like maybe Muse. Think about how Muse is. They're very theatrical, and they're all over the place, and they're doing a lot of stuff. I don't think Muse is anywhere near as good as Def Leppard, but I kind of wondered, like, if Def Leppard would have taken like a Muse turn, what would we have gotten? I think we would have gotten some really good stuff, and I think it would have offered us a little bit more of what they were valued at. I think these guys were doing a really good job. But anyway, I'll digress, and I'll go and tell you that Hysteria I thought is better than You're Crazy, which was, you may be thinking I'm crazy for that. Actually, I kind of am too. But Hysteria is a really super good song, and you can't take away from that. Then the 11th song is Anything Goes versus Excitable. Anything Goes on the Appetite for Destruction album. I always enjoy the song way more than I think I'm going to. And again, the guitar tone is absolute pure fire, and the song seems to be really more of a filler. So I just think this is a simple song they just threw together. Maybe not, I don't know. With several parts I'm not really in love with, like the solo. The choice of effects weren't great either. The song was good, but just good. It was just good. Then you have Excitable. Here's a song that I think is good, but I don't get too excited about it. Sorry, making jokes there. Seems to be another filler, like I said, with Anything Goes, but with that Def Leppard touch. So they're just doing their thing. But the chorus is a little bit lackluster. It's not so great. And I really just wish they would have left this song off the album. I wish I would just not worried about it. And to be honest, I wish I would have just stopped with Hysteria and just been done with the album. But they didn't. And the drums, to me, I just keep noticing they're just super redundant. So I'm just not a fan of Excitable. So I actually give this one to Anything Goes. And then the last song, we're finally at the end, song number 12. It's going to be Rocket Queen versus Love and Affection. No, Rocket Queen. The Rocket Queen's complex. And my moods are complex whenever I listen to this to this song. Now, I love the intro. It's such a dramatic start, and then that riff. Not sure why they used that particular effect on Axl's voice in the chorus. I think that kind of messed things up. I don't like it. I don't like hearing it. And then all that extra in the middle, if you know what I mean, all the voices and things like that I would rather just do without. And I've heard the story about that, which I just won't get into here. Who Axl Rose is recording. Anyway, I find it embarrassing. I won't play it in public, and I won't play it around my family and wife. I just won't do it. But then whatever that is around the 3 minute and 24 second mark blows me away. I mean, I go through so many moods with this song. It just ends up, what's going on, it's just like a medley. It's what's happening here. And it's two different songs meshed together. And trust me, you're going to get points for creating a medley. And that's what this is. And I absolutely love the way they did it. And they're going to get points for that. But then over to Love and Affection, another not so great song. It's like they just ran out of gas at the end of the album. And the vocals and the verse sound a little lazy to me. Or maybe I'm just kind of over it by now. The chorus is pretty, but it's just really super basic, and it's got a really nice solo that works back into the bridge, and then the chorus. I mean, I just noticed things like that. I really enjoy it, but Rocket Queen definitely wins this one. So that's the two albums. Now I'll just name off the winners, just in case you were wondering. For Appetite for Destruction, it's going to be Welcome to the Jungle, Paradise City, Mike Michelle, Sweet Child of Mine, Anything Goes, and Rocket Queen. And then for Hysteria, it's going to be Rocket, Animal, Love Bites, Pour Some Sugar on Me, Don't Shoot Shotgun, and Hysteria. Now, if you were counting, that's 6 apiece. But like I said, that's not really going to decide which album I think is the best. And I know which one it is, and I can definitely tell you it's not the one that I thought it was going to be. I really came into this thinking that one particular album was definitely going to be better, even though I liked them both. But come to find out, I was completely wrong. Actually, my wife had a stake in this. She wanted the album that I thought was going to be better. She was rooting for that album, and it ended up not happening. So I'm on the couch tonight. So just letting you know what I'm doing for you guys. But in the end, I mean, after a lot of thought, I had to pick my winner, and the winner is going to be Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses, but by a hair. And again, yes, I understand these are two different albums. These are two different types of music. And but as good as Hysteria is, like you go through and look at my rating system, you can see that this is a great album. So but the fact that Appetite for Destruction is the best album, it takes nothing away from Hysteria. So that's it. The winner today is Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses, edging barely Hysteria by Def Leppard. Comment below, let me know what you think. Which album do you think is better? I'd love to hear from you. I got a feeling it's going to be Appetite for Destruction, but Hysteria is a phenomenal album. And also comment if you can think of two albums that need to go head to head, and I'll listen to those two and I'll tell you which one I think is the better album and why. Please comment down below and let me know. But that's going to be it for today. I really appreciate everybody hanging out with me on this rainy, cloudy day. But don't forget, I'm on Instagram and Facebook, and I got my website at Red Mug Music and redmugmusic.com. Come for a visit whenever you get a chance. I would appreciate it. And again, I appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, see you next week.